Welcome folks to Drone 2 Robotics. So today we're going to be reviewing another BattleBot. I don't know if you remember my last video. A little bit. It moves pretty good. But here's the weapon. Let me get an example like a piece of black tape. Yep, it definitely works pretty well. And the good thing about this thing is this one will make it spin this way where the notch is. Well folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Drone 2 Robotics. So today we're going to be reviewing another STEAM Science and Life wooden BattleBot. So stay tuned, we're going to go into previews and we'll be right back. Alright, so welcome back. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. And by the way, the numbers are, on this thing, the model numbers are SY116. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box. There we go. There's one wheel, two wheel. They are, and here's the constructions for the robot and the controller. Here's the wooden pieces for the robot, it looks like. So, and here's the innards for the controller. Set that over there. Here's the wooden pieces for the controller also. Right here. And here's the innards for the robot. So, we're going to go ahead and put the machine and the controller together, so we'll be right back. Okay, so here's all the pieces for the controller. Here we go. So, we'll be right back with pictures for the robot. Well, folks, we finally got the controller built after about, well, it took us about 20 minutes to build it. So, here it is, finished product. So, I'm going to give this over to Papa.
We found a couple things. There's a notch here that's closer to this edge than it is this edge. You need to look at your instructions and make sure you get all of those lined up the same. And we found on the bottom, this is the battery cover. That wasn't shown in the instructions. And we felt it was easier to do step 2 first and put the battery box and the connector on before we did step 1. So we did step 2, then step 1. And 3 and 4. It went pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll see you in a minute with our finished robot. So here we go. Well, folks, welcome back. So here is all the pieces for the BattleBot. Here's all the wooden ones. This looks like for the machine itself. For the weapon, more weapon, more weapon. So here's all the wooden pieces for it. So now we're going to all the innards. Here's the tires, the belts, the pulleys, the, what do you call this?
Caster.
Oh, caster. And an insane amount of screws and, what is this, shrink
Various
tube.
hardware.
Yeah, various hardware. All kinds of stuff in there. Bolts, nuts, screws. Pretty much anything you can think of in there. And then we got the instructions over here. The battery compartment, the circuit board, the wiring, the weapon motor, and the 2 drive motors. So, alright, here's a good look at all the pieces for the battlebot, so we'll be right back with finished battlebot. 3 days or 3 hours later. Well, folks, we just got the robot finished, so it took us, how long do you think? 3 hours, 2.5 hours, somewhere to get it done. So we weren't moving real fast. We probably could have got it done sooner. We were just making sure everything was put on there 100% correctly. So here is the finished robot, the weapons motor. Right here, it ran on a little belt here to power the weapon. And the weapon's just put on by an axle that goes into this wooden piece here. And so here it is. Its name is Kevlar. Its actual name that they named it, but I think I'm gonna switch to name something like Backlash or Bombshell or something like that. So, alright, I'm gonna show you what this thing does while driving. So I'm gonna give this camera over to Papa. Well, it moves nicely until you turn the weapon on. It really sucks its juice down, but, and then spin it like this. It's kind of cool. So, alright, I'm going to try the weapon out. Takes a little while to get up to speed because it's so heavy. So right about now, it's probably about its full speed. Like, here's a piece of electrical black tape. Just going to go right into that. Yeah, it really knocked it out of there. So, as you can see, it has a lot of power. It didn't really slow the blade down all that much. Once I hit it, I just let off the button there. But so you can spin this thing forwards, or if you want, stop it, and you can spin it backwards. Use it as a hammer or a pick, or whatever you'd like to call it, little spikes. So, here's the finished robot. Like I said, it has a little sword up here that you can just twist around. That's for the Kevlar symbol. So, alright, we're going to move on to comment section. So, here we go.
It definitely took 2 hands to put that together, 2 sets of hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the only problem we ran into, the bottom motor mounting screws.
They're in here. I'll get showing. Might take a minute. Sorry. Okay.
They needed to be shortened by about 1/8 of an inch. Maybe we can see how the top ones stick through a little farther.
Yep.
They both did originally, but the bottom ones interfered with the battery box. So we had to take a little bit off of those, about 1/8 inch.
Okay.
And then there was an extra rubber band in the
Spare part.
kit that we don't know if that was intended to be a spare belt or what. It wasn't in the plans and we didn't need it. So that was pretty much the only comments we had. One extra number 13, which is the main body of the blade.
Right under here. So, alright, and that is the comic. Oh, and here's all the cutout pieces here. And here is more machines here that you can buy. I have this one. That's probably, that was my second video. I have this one. That was my first video, so be sure to check those videos out on my YouTube channel. So yeah, we had a blast making this. So, alright, we will, I guess, talk to you guys later, and be sure to like and subscribe. Alright folks, so here's a little bit of trick flying. Try to make it through these trees up here. Whoa, I grazed a leaf. Good so far though. That's probably far enough. I'm gonna bring it back now. Oh shoot!